Hello and welcome back to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as you can see, this is the attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. I meant to film this episode earlier, but I've been sick lately, and if you've watched the channel before, you're probably like, oh yeah, you're sick. And then I got a haircut on top of that, so I'm feeling a little lightheaded. So as you can imagine, it's been a little bit of a, between that and some other things, it's been a little bit of a train wreck recently. And I'm not talking that kind of train wreck you get when you're at a wedding and everybody's tripping over the back of the bride's dress. So anyway, as I always say, enough of that nonsense. Today's big movie is the Japanese sci-fi classic War in Space. And as some of my previous videos, I have a piece of paper with some information, so I'm not just, not giving you anything. Of course, I bought this DVD quite a while ago. The movie's from 1977. It's 91 minutes long. It's put out by Discotech Media, if you know who that is. I have quite a few things by them. It originally, I guess, was slated to be the sequel to Battle in Outer Space, which I have a Blu-ray copy of. Of course, it's that one. And of course, this is in a line of movies that are not Godzilla related that was put out by Toho. If you've seen any of those, of course, they're just as good as the Godzilla movies, I think. I have some there, the Mysterians and the Atragon, and there's countless other ones. Of course, the H-Men, Man Tango. The director is the same director that directed Godzilla vs. Megalon and Godzilla vs. Gigan. What else? The special effects guy is the same one that did Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster and Godzilla 1985. The aspect ratio is 2:3:5 to 1. And the movie, I guess, was originally slated to be called, or the Japanese title of it was The Great Planet War. So, there you go. So anyway, I guess this movie was kind of spurred on by the sensational hit Star Wars, which I happen to have the DVD copy of there with a Lego figure. There is almost no similarities between this and Star Wars, other than there's a giant furry creature you could almost compare to Chewbacca that wields a giant axe. But even that, this creature almost looks like the Bigfoot from the $6 Million Man, if you know what that creature looks like, and didn't look much like Chewbacca at all. And why he's in the movie, I don't think he really does anything towards the story at all. But essentially, the story is about, and this is just a quick summary, it's, of course, a common theme in some of these Japanese sci-fi movies. Aliens are coming to, either destroy or take over the Earth. In this case, I believe they're coming to populate the Earth because their planet's dying, led by this, I guess, since this is a kid's show, a guy known as Commander Heck. Only not Heck, if you know what I mean. He's kind of a masked figure. He's in a battleship that's literally looks like a ship that's I think it's on planet Venus where he's just kind of holed up. Anyway, these people from Earth know that he's there, and they just he destroyed, I think, some kind of space station. So they have their own ship that they started to build, but was kind of decommissioned after the threat was not there, or something of that nature. It's very similar to the Atragon movie, if you've ever seen that movie. In fact, the ship looks like the Atragon. It looks like the one from Final Wars. So it's a kind of a this movie's like a collage of a bunch of different movies. It most similarly resonates with the Atragon, but also I would say it's more in the line of, it has a lot of similar themes to the original Godzilla from 1954. It actually has one of the same actors that was in the original Godzilla movie. That's one thing that's the same. It actually has a love triangle, a tragic love triangle theme like the original Godzilla, if you know that story. It also has a weapon of mass destruction that could be used for evil like the original Godzilla movie, which I don't want to spoil anything, but it kind of ends the same way as far as that weapon of mass destruction. So it had a lot of similarities with all these movies. Like I said earlier, it was touted to be the sequel to Battle in Outer Space, which I've also seen. And if you've watched any of these movies, there's really nothing new here. You know what to expect from the special effects. Only there's no real giant creatures, so there's not really model cities per se. I enjoyed the movie. I think this is the first I've watched it in quite a while. I did look it up on Amazon right before this filming, and it looked like it wasn't really available unless you wanted to pay like $120 from other sellers on Amazon. So I don't know how feasible it is to get this. It might be streaming somewhere, or you might be able to watch it on YouTube, actually. I didn't really check. But if this is your thing, of course, it might be right up your alley. There is special features with this. It has remastered video. It comes in a 5.1, actually, sound-wise, which was kind of different for a movie this old. There's also an English dub version of the movie for those who don't like subtitles. So anyway, back to the story. I know it's a lot of stuff in between. So anyway, they go in this ship that they finally finish to Venus to confront Commander Heck. And of course, I don't want to spoil that. You can see for yourself how that ends up. And that's basically the bulk of the movie. So if this is something, if you like these type of Japanese sci-fi movies, I'm sure it's right up your alley. Like I said, I liked it. I got it quite a while ago. I actually probably should have checked my Amazon history to see when I did actually purchase this. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray version available, but for now, this is all I got. And of course, there's the DVD. Doesn't come with anything here. Pretty plain Jane. Although I will say when I was pulling this out to watch it, I was quite surprised how chintzy or cheap today's cases are. This thing is got some heft to it for being just a regular case. I assume it's thicker plastic. It almost felt like there'd be more than one disc in it. But you know how things are. Things get more cheaply made, and then you pay twice as much for them. So if I was to rate this movie, like I said, there's nothing new here. If you're a follower of Japanese sci-fi, it's kind of a collage of a bunch of different movies. Like I said, the Atragon, and there's a lot of Japanese sci-fi that has the alien invaders and all that. The same way in the U.S. as well. But anyway, I would give this movie, I don't know, maybe 6.5 rolls of pink insulation out of 10. I enjoy it. It's obviously is not going to be for everybody. It might even be in the cheap B movie category. So if you're not into B movies, this might not be something for you. So anyway, if you have this movie or you've seen this movie, leave a comment down in the comments section. I'd love to discuss any of this stuff, and if there's something I didn't cover here and you needed the answer to, I could try and look that up. Like I said, enjoyed it. So that'll do it for this episode. Next time I'm in the attic, I plan on doing the very first movie I was going to review on this channel, which was over a year ago. But after shooting some footage, I was like, I wanted to immediately sell this camera on eBay and forget about the whole thing. That's how bad it was. Luckily, there's no copy of that recording in existence, as I thoroughly destroyed it. And I know what you're thinking. We've seen this show. How much worse could it be? Well, you'd be surprised how much worse it could be. Stay tuned for that episode. That might be something for you to look forward to. I will rewatch it for the video, of course, because, like I say, it was over a year ago that I was going to shoot that video for my first video. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, when I have that video in the attic, catch you then. Thanks.